Hey, what's going on, guys? Danger here, and welcome back to Danger Games. Today we are back on Magic Arena to be playing some more competitive ranked brawl with a Mardu Partner Commander deck. We're playing Bruse and Tymna today. So, Bruse and Tymna, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the partner mechanic, as long as both of your commanders have the partner mechanic, you can actually have two commanders. So, our first commander is Tymna the Weaver Cecil, which is one colorless, a white and a black for a legendary 2/2 lifelinker human cleric that says at the beginning of each of your post-combat main phases, you may pay X life, where X is the number of damage or number of opponents that were dealt combat damage this turn. You do draw X cards. So in the 1v1 format, obviously it's not, X is never going to be bigger than 1, but just having a life-linking creature that has black and white is the commander colors, as well as it's a source of card advantage, and especially in non-blue decks, it gives us just a source of card draw to kind of take advantage of all our cheap and efficient spells. And then the second commander is Bruse, or Hugo, but Bruse is 2 colorless, a red and a white for a legendary human ally, which is a 3/3 that says whenever Bruse enters or attacks, target creature you control gains double strike and lifelink until end of turn. So Bruse is awesome at finishing up games. Double strike is huge. It lets us run our life total fairly low, and I mean, Tymna already has lifelink, but Bruse gives the double strike lifelink combo, means that we can run our life totals pretty low and then come back out of nowhere. But moving on from the commanders, we're playing a fairly classic Mardu mid-range deck. We're playing a lot of really efficient removal. I mean, we're in Mardu. That means we've got Lightning Bolt, we've got Swords to Plowshares, we've got Fatal Push, we've got all the good removal. But we're also just playing a lot of cheap and efficient threats. We're playing a lot of 1-drops. We want to play a lot of 1 and 2 drops in particular to be able to have something to curve into Tymna that can then attack, so that we can immediately start drawing cards once we resolve a Tymna. So, playing lots of just efficient 1, 2, and 3 mana creatures, trying to keep the curve fairly low. The deck obviously gets to take advantage of Parallax Wave, one of my favorite cards in the format right now. No real combos or infinite combos in this deck, but it does have the combination of Cloud, Midgar Mercenary, and Stormforged Armor. So the combo is Cloud comes in, searches your library for an equipment, you go and find Stormforged Armor. Cloud says, well, as long as he's equipped, whenever an ability of Cloud or an equipment triggers, it triggers an additional time. And Stormforged Armor, 3 mana for an equipment, 3 life to equip, meaning 0 mana to equip, so we can equip to Cloud immediately. And the equipment says, equipped creature has, whenever this creature attacks, conjure a card named Ball of Lightning onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. And with Cloud's ability of triggering an additional time, that means we get a total of 12 power swinging in. So, with Cloud by himself, we are talking about a potential 14-point life swing on turn 3 by himself. So we have that, and then just a lot of really efficient Mardu cards. We get to play Flage. On top of Flage, we also get to play Unbreakable Remnant, which is a card I've been sleeping on for a while, but it has impressed me so much. It is a 1 mana, 2/1 Savannah line based stats, but it also has Escape for 1 colorless and a white, and exiling 2 other cards from your graveyard. And it also says when you cast the spell from your graveyard, all cards you own named Unbreakable Remnant perpetually get +1/+1, including itself. So you play it on turn 1, you have a above average statted creature that you don't really care if it dies, because it's just going to keep coming back, and having to only exile 2 other cards from your graveyard is just, it's wonderful. It's just a hard to permanently deal with threat that just keeps coming back and back again and again and again, and bash in face. Other things of note, we are playing a lot of legendary creatures, so we really get to take full advantage of Flowering of the White Tree, which is already, good and aggressive strategy like this, but the fact that we have so many legends means we get that additional boost there. Hits both of our commanders, which is amazing. I've been talking enough. Let's go jump into some games and see how it holds up. All right, we are going first against Quintorius. I've heard about this deck. I'm assuming they have some sort of combo. I don't know the deck too well, but I will keep this initial hand, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna start with a Sacred Foundry into Esper Sentinel, and then go into Golden Sidekick next turn, depending on what they do. One card type. They are kind of like a looting style deck. I'm excited and scared to go against this deck. Ooh, Ocelot Pride is pretty nice. Now the question is that better than Golden Sidekick? I think I'm going to play I'm going to attack with Esper Sentinel. Okay, it doesn't seem like they have anything. I'm just going to play the Sidekick. And then next turn I can play the Pride, attack with the Sidekick, gain some life, play Ocelot Pride so I get the trigger during the end step, maybe grow the Ocelot Pride. Ooh. That's going to be very good. So I think I'm going to start with the Sidekick. Gain some life. We hit the Barrogoyf. That is fine by me. Let's play Ocelot Pride and an Elegant Parlor. And I think I'll bin the Voidwalker for now. Grow the Goyf. Make a token. And then next turn I'm probably gonna like Fatal Push and Draenith Magistrate. Yeah, that's pretty good. No blocks. I want to get that out of here, but I don't want to get it out of here bad enough to trade one of my cards for it. So there is the, I do have the option to Barrogoyf and Fatal Push this turn. Let's go and grab a Blood Crypt. Let's just start with the Fatal Push on the token. I need to get rid of the Abolisher eventually, but I don't need to immediately. And I think I'm going to get the bigger trigger. Oh, wow, of course, it just grew that. So that's 9. It'll make a token, so then I'll get another one, I think. That's how that works. Yeah. Cats galore. So if they did want to play their commander this turn, I don't think they're going to be able to. They're going to have to get rid of the Draenith Magistrate first, which I think is going to be not only good at preventing them from playing their commander, but I think they like to do a lot of casting from graveyards, to get the trigger from their commander. So the Magistrate should be decent. All right, yeah. GG's opponent. Got him. We are going second against Spider-Man 2099 with it's a fine hand. It's not the best, but it'll do. I'm going to start on a Polluted Delta, go grab a Godless Shrine for Unbreakable Remnant. That way I have Snuff Out turned on, and then we'll probably go Mountain into Squelcher next turn. I think I'm going to stick with that plan just because this reads like they have a burn spell where I prefer them to spend resources on the Remnant as opposed to the Mother of Runes. Go ahead, burn it. Use the lightning bolt on it. No? No? Whatever. Okay, nothing from them. Let's go to combat. Play a mountain and jam a squelcher. And presumably if they do have removal, they'll probably burn... I guess you'd probably save it for the squelcher, right? Flute, okay, yeah. Fluting Tymna? Pretty funny if they fluted, they named Squelcher. That is not how that works. Tymna, that makes sense. Alright. They are burning the Squelcher, which is fine because I have a helping hand to bring it back next turn. Ooh. So alternatively, I could try to jam Bruse this turn. I kind of like that, right? That seems... Let's do that. I'm just going to get the Sacred Foundry here. I don't want to really think about my colors too much. I think the Reanimate is fine, actually, because I kind of want to keep the Helping Hand. Yeah, we'll play Bruse. Resolves, beautiful. And then we're going to swing for 4. Gain 4. Pass the turn. And now, this turn, I imagine they'll probably try to play their commander to ping down the Remnant. It'd be great if they played their commander into one of the hasty pump spells, because I could blow them out with the Snuff Out. Flame Slash, that seems pretty good. Oh, they don't have any more red mana, okay. Let's swing for 2. Let's start with Helping Hand, trying to bring back the Squelcher. Just resolves, beautiful. Let's play the Freebooter, peek over at your hand. Oh, wow. They got a hand, that's for sure. I don't actually have a multicolored permanent, so let's just hold the Lightning Bolt. And let's play the Mother of Runes and just kind of go so far. I want to establish as much of a board as possible where they're, spending 3 mana on a Magus of the Moon is not going to feel great for them. Even if it does kind of shut me out of... I guess I still have black mana, so I'd still be able to snuff it out if they played it this turn. Part of me thinks they're probably going to play their commander. Oh, that's nice. That's a pretty cool combo there. Perpetually get 4. I think during combat, I'm just going to do it now. Get it out of here. And that was good enough. GG's, opponent. All right, we are on the draw against Felia. It's an interesting hand. I think I'm going to mulligan this. Yeah, this looks way better. Let's keep 6, and I will bottom the not fetch land. I've got my own Felia. Ow, cat. Oh, boy. I have sunburns on my leg. And he just stabbed him. Oh, Ooh, I'm awake now. Okay, so they are clearly representing Felia, end of turn. I think I hold up a road as opposed to playing Esper Sentinel here. They didn't play... Wait, they didn't play Felia? Wait, did I miss something? Wait, what? What? Alright. That's cool. That's cool with me. So I do think I need to get rid of that Guide of Souls. Let's go and grab a Godless Shrine and erode the Guide. Wait, what is... Oh, nice. Okay, that's pretty good. So I can Disruptor Flute here, but admittedly that will also hit my own Felia, which is probably worth it. No, dude, be cool. Be cool. So they're going to get back Guide of Souls here in a second. I'm going Arid Mesa for sure. I think grabbing a Sacred Foundry so I can play the Flowering of the White Tree. I'm going to play Flowering of the White Tree now, while... Whether or not that's the right choice, I'm not sure. It's a dog-eat-dog world out here. Beautiful. Another land is great to see. So they're running low on resources in hand. I think I'm just going to grab a mountain here to try to preserve my life a little more. I think I'm going to play... play Esper Sentinel and then flash in Felia during their turn. Or Disruptor Flute, depending on what they do. Probably Felia, though. Yep, there's the dog. Probably going to flicker the Flowering of the White Tree, right? Yes. That's fine. I'm going to flash in... Oh, no, I should have waited for that to resolve. Son of a gun. If they have, like, a generous gift, I'm going to look like a fool. I guess that's not a great example. Hey, it came back anyways. Never mind. Cosmic Grand Zenith is good, but I just don't have a second spell to follow it up with yet. I think I'm just going to go Tymna to try to draw more action. And let's flicker the Chrome Mox. So they're going to have to exile something else if they want it back. And I will draw a card here. Reanimate, okay. Are you going to imprint? Nah, I didn't think so. Now they don't have a ton of great attacks either, since I have this 4/3 lifelinker with Ward 1. God, I love this card. Uh-oh. That's good. They're going to flicker my Felia for sure. Or my commander? Interesting. So they made a mistake there. Yeah, we'll send it back to the command zone. Because now... Oh, I don't have another red card for this yet, but let's go to combat. And I think I'm going to... I think I've got to get their Felia out of here. It's symmetrical. Thanks, Containment Priest. Alright, we are going first against Mono Black Liliana, which is going to presumably be a control deck. This it's a pretty solid hand. We have a turn 1 threat and Guide of Souls into a turn 2 Dranth Magistrate. There is a consideration into playing a hasty Spider-Punk next turn. That is fine. They made me discard the Grief. Yeah, it definitely appears that we are on some sort of discard tribal deck. So drawing Chrome Mox is interesting because I can now jam Tymna if I wanted to, but I think that the Dranth Magistrate's probably still going to be better. And the Chrome Mox is kind of awkward against the discard deck in that I think I'm going to be hell-bent for a lot of this game, and I think I can't truly leverage the explosiveness of an additional mana right now. Waste not, okay. They're setting up. That's pretty good for me, actually. So yeah, I'm going to go Tymna here and then attack for 2. Draw a card. If I draw a piece of interaction, maybe I'll play the Chrome Mox, but ooh, Barrowgoyf. That's going to be good. So they can't Liliana this turn because of the Dranth Magistrate. I'm assuming they're getting rid of the Goyf here, right? That seems pretty good. Ooh, they got their own Chrome Mox. What are they playing here? Ooh, okay. Sacrifices a creature. Let's sacrifice the Guide of Souls. Ooh, Ocelot Pride is interesting. But what I want to do here is just play my other commander, give this double strike and attack with these two. So they can, you know, dodge one of that damage, but they're taking some for sure. And we'll pass the turn from there. Next turn, I think that... Okay. Got him. I think, yeah, we were applying enough pressure that they were not going to be able to keep up. GG's opponent. Alright, we are going first against Mono Black Gwenum, which would presumably be a combo deck of some sort. This hand's a little awkward. I think I am going to mulligan this. The Snuff Out's already kind of a mulligan to 1, and I can Grief pitching the Snuff Out, but I just don't really have any good follow-up, and I don't think they're going to be a super creature-heavy deck. This hand looks much better to me. I think I'm going to bottom the Grand Abolisher, which looks kind of awkward to cast. Yeah, and then it's going to be... The mana is very slow here. But I think I start on Shadowy Backstreet to try to find an untapped land and then go, like, Inti on turn 2. They've also got a tough decision, it seems like. Alright, it seems like they are back. Yes, they are here. Hello. Glad they came back. Okay, so yeah, we're going to start on the shadowy back street. Perfect. Untapped land. So let's just jam the Inti here off of a Blood Crypt, I believe. Inti. No fatal push or cut down or any removal. What? They had removal. Fatal push should be banned. Totally. Get it out of here. Unfair card. Well, it's a little scary that they're rampant over there. I think I'm just going to use my mana most efficiently and play Cecil. Or Tymna, excuse me. The R on these cards is gnarly. I love that one. 4 Ritual Suit. Okay. Ritual of Soot, I should say. Not Suit. Okay, so what are they going to do here? They are going to play Gwenum next turn, which has to attack to get the trigger. I think I'm going to play Bruse. Presuming that they're going to play Gwenum next turn. If they Gwenum, I can Accursed Marauder. Oh, are they doing something else? Yeah, getting that out of there. That makes sense. Okay. I'm gonna go Emperor Bones here. And then exile the Inti. And pass the turn. Because I can either grow this. I think I will grow it in response. So if they like Thought Seize me this turn, that'd be sweet. Because the Inti will see the discard and I'll get some value off of it. But I doubt that will. It doesn't seem like that's what they have. They're down to 1 card in hand. I guess. Oh no, it's not gonna. Is it -3 until end of turn? Yeah, until end of turn. Okay. Yeah, Gwenum. That is fine. We go to my turn and let's get Gwenum out of here. And I'm going to take a bunch of damage for this, but I'm going to get the armor going and start chonking away at their life total. Let's get the fatal push out of there. Maybe, oh no, I guess I've already evolved it. There's not a ton of benefit in exiling my Marauder. Feed the Swarm. At least they lost some life from that. So what I think I'm going to do here, this could, I don't think this is, no, it's not lethal, but I'm going to just get a basic planes at this point. Let's exert the arena. Let's play Bruse Tarl. Just a hasty 3/3 double strike and lifelinker. Pay 3, equip it with the armor. Go to combat. Oh, I think I should have stacked that. Oh, if I stacked that differently, I probably could have. Oh my gosh, that's brutal. They're at 1. If I had stacked that differently, I think I could have given that double strike and lifelink and they'd just be dead right now. But I mean, they're in a tough spot. Hopefully I'm not punished, but that was definitely a misplay. Protection from white, okay. Eats the hand, that's pretty good. All right. Luckily, we were not punished, but definitely a misplay there. Whew. GG's, opponent. Well, everyone, that is Tymna Bruse for you. I really like this deck. You know, I play a lot of blue decks, and I really enjoy getting to branch away from blue with just these really cool, powerful decks that highlight all these non-blue cards. I love the Stormforged armor has definitely won me several games in there. The deck just always feels like it has the tools to kind of deal with anything and kind of theoretically get out of any situation. Just plays a lot of individually really powerful cards that all work really well together. And yeah. Do you guys play any partner commanders? Does anybody play Mardu? Anybody have any suggestions for cards I should take out or make sure to include in future lists going forward? But as always, thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you're enjoying my content and haven't yet, please consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss the latest Brawl videos coming out. And as always, liking, commenting, and subscribing are all free ways you can help support the channel. And really, every single little bit helps. Every like helps. Every comment that you guys just like, cool vid, that goes a long way. So thanks to everybody who's engaging with the videos. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. As always, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you next time.